left hand is my bad hand. So I'm just like, well, maybe this the can. Okay. Yeah, I think it's the can. Hey guys, I was coming back. It seemed like with a quick and easy recipe, but maybe not so easy. Can't even get the apples out the can. But okay, so I just had started out. I just had some regular canned apples that actually came from Walmart. And this is a cheaper brand. So, you know, when you're just trying to be quick and cheap, then that's just what you do. So next, I'm just going to add some vanilla. Just want to give it a little vanilla flavor. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to just eyeball some cinnamon. I like cinnamon. I'm heavy on the cinnamon. You know, like when you're cooking for you and your family, you can make it how you want it. If you guys don't like cinnamon as much, then you don't have to use as much cinnamon. I love cinnamon, so I'm always going to be heavy on it. I've never had somebody tell me that it was too much cinnamon in my stuff. So, you know, I think I'm doing okay. But, you know, like I said, when you're cooking for you and your family, you can always make the adjustments the way that you know that you guys like. Now, while you're kind of getting everything set up, you can be already having your oven heated to 350. So that way, when you get ready with everything, it'll just be ready to pop in. Next, I'm going to come in with just a regular yellow cake mix. But considering that this is apple, if you wanted to get like the spice cake mix, that would probably be good. Even just a regular yellow cake mix or white. It doesn't necessarily, I think that this one is a golden butter. So, you know, you just can use whatever kind of cake mix, but I think that it probably would be good with the spice cake mix. I think that would really be yummy. Okay, so now, usually I don't use the whole cake, but I did go ahead and do that today. Next, I'm just going to, I have a stick of butter, and I had a half a cup of half and half. So I'm just going to get this poured over. I want to smooth this cake mix out a little bit. You just want to make sure that you have it in all the corners and, you know, just not clumped up in a particular place. You just kind of want to make sure you have it kind of even. Stir this up again, because sometimes when you use like half and half or heavy cream and butter, sometimes it will separate. So you, if this is the method that you're using, you just want to make sure that you have it mixed up good before you pour it on. Now I'm just trying to go in all the corners. You don't have to use half and half or heavy cream. You can always use like 2 sticks of butter, you know, if you want to. It doesn't necessarily have to be what I'm doing. I just noticed that it still cooks up good if you use like half and half or milk or something like that. Now today I'm going to be trying something new, so I'm just going to move this over to the side. I had saved out a little under a cup of the cake mix because I wanted to do a crumble on the top. And then next I'm just going to be adding some rolled oats. I'm just going to do about, I think it said about a half a cup. Well, that's a little bit more than half a cup. I think it'll be okay though. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of brown sugar to this. Now I'm gonna be kind of easy on the brown sugar because instead of flour, we're using the cake mix. Like if you were using flour, then you probably could just go ahead and use, you know, like the half a cup or cup of the brown sugar. That might be a little bit less than a packed half a cup. I'm gonna still add some more cinnamon to this. And I didn't want to use like a butter crumble. I found a recipe that actually called for applesauce as the binder. So that's why I say I'm doing a little experiment today. And I'm just going to actually do it on camera with you guys so we can just see how this comes out. If this is something that, you know, that you can use, then that'll be a good thing, because I do like the crumble, but it's just like sometimes, you know, once you really get into looking at the recipes and see what everything calls for, sometimes the crumble is a little bit fattening. So, you know, considering that I already put a stick of butter and half on top of the cake mix, it's like, okay, well, if I can find, you know, a light version of a crumble, then that would be excellent. So we'll just see, you know, how this bakes up. And then if it comes out good, then, you know, you have another go-to as far as the crumble. I always, you know, try to find like a healthier alternative to, you know, a favorite. So it's like if I can find like a light or reduced fat version of something, then that's something that I'll try to go with, you know, because it's just like everything is just so already high in fat and saturated fat and everything else. So sometimes I really do try to find like a healthy alternative. This seems like this is coming out pretty good and is coming together. Like I said, I found the recipe, so I just decided to try it today. And I'm going to try to get this on top of this as best as I can, so where it's just like a nice little crumble. It is a little bit wet, but I mean, I've never done a crumble myself. I've seen it done, so I can't say, you know, how wet, you know, it's supposed to be. I'm just trying to, I'm not going to use my hands. Y'all will probably die. Well, I would die if I use my hands. I'm very particular. You know, you guys be talking about my nails, but this is one thing I'm particular about: my hands and my fingers and stuff. Like, I'm forever washing my hands. My mom be asking me, am I about to perform some type of surgery? Because she don't understand why I just wash my hands the way that I do. Ooh, now I done clumped that right on the counter. I cannot stand dirty hands. I can't stand stuff on my hands or my feet. So I'm just like, whew. So I would never be one of those people to use my hand to, you know, I see some people, they will just use their fingers to like try to clump it up on there. I would probably have a fit. It would be too much for me. So just doing this the best that I can. But this looks fairly decent, and I think it'll probably cook up good with the once it bakes into the butter and half and half. So yeah, I think this might be a go-to. I'll be pleased to see, you know, how this comes out. But I think it looks pretty good. It doesn't look like a fat-free crumble, not to me anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this popped in the oven at 350. Usually with these cakes, with the dump cake, once you pour the stuff on there, it takes a minute for the cake to cook. It probably will take about 45 minutes at least. And once I come back, I'll let you know the exact time. So I will see you in a minute. Okay, guys, we just took this out the oven. Yeah, because it's still kind of hot to the touch. This came out absolutely beautiful. I am like so pleased. I'm so pleased with how the crumble went ahead and, you know, even out. I didn't know how it was gonna come out. Now, I did end up baking this. I actually had the oven on 400. I noticed that sometimes when I do the dump cakes, it just seems like it takes forever for them to cook. It just seems like the top doesn't want to cook. So I did set it to 400, and this cooked for about 35 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and cut into this. Like I said, it is still hot. I am going to try to get a piece out without making an absolute mess, but we'll see. Because that looks good. It looks so good, it makes you not even want to cut that and mess it up. It's like, just leave it alone. But that, oh man, that crumble came out nice. And I actually do want to taste this so I can let you guys know how the crumble turned out. But shoot, this is a little bit hot. Shoot, be sitting up, scalding yourself. But look at that. That crumble came out perfect. And that's the one that I tried that's low fat. So I'm going to go ahead and just taste a little piece. I just want to get a little piece of the apple and a little piece of the crumble. Like I said, we just took it out. You can still see the steam coming off. Okay, that's not bad. For it to be low fat, that's actually pretty good. Like I said, it went ahead and blended in because, you know, I have the top was butter and half. So like, I don't know about doing a crumble just if you weren't going to incorporate something else, but because I knew that I was already going to have a butter based topping, then I went ahead and just tried the crumble low fat. This came out really, really good. And this just turned out, it just looks so beautiful, and it baked up so good. So now I know when I do the dump cakes to just set the temperature to like 375, 400, because this baked up absolutely perfect. Had it been in there on 350, it would still be in the oven. It takes about an hour when it's on 350. So, you know how I always say, when you're cooking at home, you make this how you want to make it for your family. But this really did come out good. And I'm really, really pleased with the end results because I had never tried a crumble before. And then on top of that, I tried a fat-free crumble. So, yes, it's giving what it's supposed to give. So, until next time, bye.